Wheat School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Syngenta Canada, Alberta Wheat Commission, and C&M Seeds.
Peter Johnson at Wheat Pete, RealAgriculture.com, and we're standing in the Ontario Cereal Crop Performance Trials again this year. Here with Ellen Sparry, she's the General Manager for C&M Seeds. And Ellen, it's always such a pleasure to come to the Palmerston location where you are because you do such great plots, but we're seeing all sorts of stuff again this year in these research trials. So one of the big topics, stripe rust. What are you seeing in stripe rust? What can we look for coming down the pipe?
Sure, absolutely. That was stripe rust, again, a big thing for us to rate this year. Started early. Our other locations started extremely early, as we saw this morning. Some varieties looking pretty tough up there. The impact of fungicides. So there's a couple of key things for us as a company to take from that. So certainly we have our agronomy team that are always interested in, how to manage our varieties and how things look that way. From the research standpoint, on the genetic side, we're looking for that good genetic base to start with. So lots of screening trials here along with the performance trial that we're evaluating them on an unsprayed scenario just to get the genetics first. And the cool thing is I think we're making some good progress. Of course, it depends what races show up on a given year, but some good things coming down the pipe. And you can see even the performance trial, there's some good varieties there, good genetic background enhanced with applications of fungicides.
Yeah, absolutely. And so kind of interesting that last year, the varieties that were affected, not exactly the same as this year. Some the same, some a little different. And so that sort of shows you the shift in races. And the other thing that we do here, of course, is we manage some, we spray some with fungicides. Really important to look at that data because most farmers do, but also really important to have the unsprayed to figure out which ones are susceptible, what races we have here, lots of stuff there. So that's cool. We're moving the bar forward there. I almost wonder if we're not getting to the point where, and it's too bad because some of our really good fusarium resistant varieties are ugly for stripe rust, but we've had stripe rust 2 years in a row. Really going to be, I think, a factor in variety decisions moving forward and probably in your research program. But the other disease that we always talk lots about, huge issue, and we have some here, fusarium. And we all thought it was going to be just a fusarium nightmare this year, but we're not seeing that. What are you seeing in the field, Ellen?
So no, we were, I was waiting impatiently to see what was going to show up. It's taken just the last week, we were starting to see just a few florets, maybe the odd spike that has some fusarium on it, but for sure not what we thought it would be. And I mean, if this is what we get, I would expect we'll blow most of that out the back of the combine. So yeah, so not a bad. So far, not a bad case, I think.
Yeah, and actually, so almost looks like it's fizzling out this year. It's the fusarium fizzle because we thought it was going to be so bad, and we really thought we had a lot of potential for secondary spread. We get that initial infection, secondary spread, and I'm sure there will be hot spots. And so anybody listening, for goodness sakes, you don't wait to combine. Full stop, you get out there, you combine. But gosh, we don't see that initial infection. If we don't get much initial infection, we aren't going to see the spread. And for the people, like there's wheat in this area, right under water. The water stayed for quite a while. They all think they've got a huge issue. Actually, you get too much rainfall, it stops that fusarium from infecting and from moving a lot of different things there. And so, Ellen, can we expect some things from C&M Seeds? You got some exciting new genetics because I'm all about yield and quality and standability. What do you got coming for us?
We have all of that, Peter, this year coming along. So some great looking stuff coming down the pipeline in both the hard and the soft class.
So true marketer speaking, but I hope that's
a
researcher, yes. So we'll expect that from you in the very near future.
Absolutely.
Peter Johnson, Real Agriculture, grow wheat.